me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. Serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. It has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Mike.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Greystone, travel. 60 or.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
61, match spot, ready?
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And he will take this one in for a touchdown with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
18 Gator, recon, 132 fighters, Alpha.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Watch twins.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Switch. 6-6, bullet high.
Nixon will try the right side. And some room to run now. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
His guys take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Topper!
Watch QB jump! Watch QB jump! Kill!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, Nixon.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Nixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Single.
Two-check bomber.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's checking crowd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run with Mixon. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 1st down, Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 16, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen, operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game has been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Hey, exit.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a handoff looking right. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 out. Alert. 56, the mock, boys. 56. Check. 56. Hey, box drop.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out, that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Joe Mixon. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. Now,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brown 80! Regular.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
General West!
Tight dog.
56! Go! Pass.
Allen from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
56, Mike, 56, right there. Hey,
Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Back to throw here. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the set, X3, 218, copy.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go.
Looking to throw. He's got it. It's Escobar. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
56, the mock boys, 56. Check, 56. Here we go.
Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44, Allen. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
36. Check that.
He's got the length. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more birds than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more birds than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.